Hi guys, it's me. We're live. I'm gonna go finish setting up and spreading the word that we're live. Alrighty. Let's get this going. Intramorph. What's going on, friend? There's lots of people live right now, so I have no idea. It's not a P320. It is a PSA Dagger compact. It's on November 23rd. So we're going to do it the Sunday before Thanksgiving. The giveaway is going to be Sunday before Thanksgiving, and yeah, I think that will be plenty of time for me to get whatever FFL information I need from whoever wins, and then we'll be able to get it shipped off, and then it's just left up to whoever wins to be able to pass a background check for a firearm. So I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited to be able to do that. And that we're going to make it happen. I need to take a picture of this. So, all right. How's everybody doing? We're starting a little early tonight. How's everybody feeling? Elections today in New York City. That's exciting. I would, Nader, but then I would be lying. If I'm being honest, it's maybe like 2.5-inch mega pipe. Why do you think I have all the guns? I mean, let's be honest here. Johan, how's it going? I'm actually really excited. I've had like 10 people respond to some of the posts today about the giveaway on X, and they've said that they've subscribed to the channel, and that's really great. I might be exaggerating. a little bit, so there was no humility in that one. I might be exaggerating a little bit, saying that I've got 2.5 inches of mega pipe. So let's be clear. Let's make sure that that like I'm being completely honest. Oh shoot! I need to go like this. Share. Copy link. Oh. Where do you work? I work here in Utah. I work in my office. I do IT stuff from home. Opinion on Glock. I like Glock enough that I'm giving away a Glock clone on November 23rd. So if you're subscribed, if you're new to the channel, if you're just joining us, please, if you want a chance at winning a custom, do you guys want to see it? Who wants to see the giveaway? What's up, Llama? Hey, bud. Everybody go subscribe to Tactical Llama. He's a good dude. All right, let's take a look at this thing, everybody. Right there. So that right there is our giveaway pistol. So, on November 23rd, we're going to give away this pistol right here. It's a Glock clone a Glock Gen 3 clone, so it's cloned after the Glock 19. It's a PSA Dagger Micro. It has a custom trigger from Delta Team Tactical. It has a custom slide in Baba Yaga Hunter Orange, because that is how we roll on this place. So you've got a custom slide. The striker and all of the internals are custom from Stifler Manufacturing, and the optic on it is a custom optic from, or it's, I mean, I guess you can buy the optic on Amazon if you want, but yeah, I'm supplying that optic for people. Yeah, so I'm excited. It's kind of goofy looking. We do a lot of goofy stuff on this channel, so I figured, why not? Why try to do something different? Let's just embrace what we do here. You guys know I like Amazon stuff. I like Amazon accessories, and because 90% of you, like me, we're more like meal seam ticks or gravy seals. We're not true operators and everything. So we don't need to have 25,000 round quality stuff. We just need stuff that's going to get us through going to the range and getting proficient. And that's what this is. It is sufficient for 90% of the shooters that are out there. And if you're above that, then you know what you need to do to replace and make this even better. It's a Glock lower. Anyways. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Brighton. Big Iron, that's actually a giveaway gun. It's not the it's not a gun that I'm keeping. Thank you. So, if everybody would please remember to like this stream and subscribe. I sure am, Aaron. I'm in the military. I've got to be a little gay. Wow, I think YouTube saw that I was showing off that gun and talking about giving it away, because we had like 50 people in here. Now we're already down to 27. So I've already pissed off the algorithm, you guys. It's great. If you want to replace the slide with an OEM Glock slide, that's fine. This one is provided to us from Stifler Manufacturing. They're an American-based company. They do aftermarket Glock slides and barrels and things. Everything is sourced here in the U.S. Everything's made here in the U.S. So I went with them because Stifler's a buddy of mine, and I wanted to promote his channel too. So Utah, that's right, J-Dog, I'm here. Zombie outbreak, the AK would be sufficient. Honestly, probably the most effective tool that's up against this wall for a zombie outbreak is either going to be the regular 5.56, the regular AR-15, or one of these just pump action longer barrel shotguns. So that's going to be what I would recommend if you were going to if you were really in shit hit the fan zombie apocalypse. But yeah, I know my shirt's tight and I'm fat, so I'm sure my stuff is showing. The AK does sound pretty though. The AK does have a very pretty sound. Thank you, Jody. I appreciate the help. For those of you that don't know, I have social media. I have social media accounts on Twitter or X, Zitter, Exeter, Facebook, Instagram Threads, YouTube. I do all those. I don't do TikTok. Fuck TikTok. Adrian, hello. How's it going, friend? I don't know. I've been very vocal on X recently about what happened in the UK. So I know I've made some cool friends, some cool new friends, but I also pissed off a lot of Europeans with the photos of my anaconda in my hand and saying, this is what would fix a lot of the problems with the stabbings and everything. So, I'm excited. We're doing this pistol giveaway on November 23rd. The easiest way to potentially win is to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. You just have to be subscribed. You have to be subscribed, and you have to be subscribed, and you have to be on the stream. Like, you have to watch the stream when we do it. If you're not there, then yeah, you can't win. But if you're there, if you're on the stream and you're subscribed, then you have the potential to win. Is that the Baba Yaga? It is. Baba Yaga's here. So, I know that, yeah, Joey's been subscribed for a while. Hey, Rodney, what's going on? We have Adrian and Rodney here. That's pretty cool. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Stifler, I just showed everybody the giveaway pistol. It looks good. I don't know if you saw it, but it looks good. So Edward, the day is going to be November 23rd, and it will. I think we're going to try to go for like 4 or 5 o'clock Mountain Time. So that's Mountain Time US. I will post more details on what time we're going to do the live stream, and I will make sure that it's very well in advance. Everybody will know. But yeah, we're very, very excited for it. Sorry, I'm messaging my son. Hey, would you make me a fruit punch Crystal Light in my mug and bring me my mug, please? Awesome, Christopher. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad. Look, I've had a lot of fun. So you guys know that I had a strike on the channel about a month ago, and it sucked because it really jacked up the channel and some of the things that were going on, jacked up my algorithm. So I started getting a lot more vocal on X. I think I had like 300 followers on X at the time. I'm now up to almost 1,600 followers on X, so thank you for that. Those of you that know I was moving over and doing a lot on X. But it's really helped the channel grow. It's helped this channel grow, it's helped my X presence grow, and that's good because the more opportunities I have to generate revenue for the channel and for this, because this is like a side gig. It's essentially an unpaid job that I like to do. That's fun, I like to put it out there. But when we generate revenue, it just means that's more that I can put towards guns, towards giveaways, towards talking to you guys. I mean, if there was ever a realm and speck of reality where this was my full-time job, that would be really fun, and it would be really cool to just like go and shoot guns with people and give away pistols and give away ARs and raise awareness for people struggling with mental health and mental illness and doing suicide prevention. Like, that would be awesome. I would love to do that. That would be great. Yeah, it's been bad, Jody. It's been bad. Mehmet, I do not have any Turkish shotguns. I have a Mossberg 930. I would like to actually there's a Panzer Arms M4 Benelli clone that has wood furniture on it. I think if I get a Turkish shotgun, that's the one I'm gonna go with. Rodney, thank you, bud. Everybody, let's get some W's in the chat for Rodney. He's the first donor for this stream. Appreciate that, Rodney. Anytime you guys donate in the stream or on the Cash App, that only goes towards guns that we're looking at buying for the channel. Right now, the gun that is on layaway for the channel is a Colt 1911, and it has about $300 down, so we have about $700 to go. So to answer your question, Rodney, I would need to look at what I currently have in revenue on the app, what it says I'm supposed to get paid out at the end of this month. I'd have to look at that, but I think it's about $100 that we have towards it. Plus I have I usually do like $100 of my own budget every month that I put towards ammo or guns or whatever. That's just like my spending money. I usually put that. So when I have a gun on layaway, that's what I do. So I think we're maybe halfway there if we include everything that I've got on YouTube, that I've earned from YouTube, and donations, plus my $100 budget. So I think we maybe have $200 for the month of November accumulated. So if by the end of November we're closer to $500 or $600, then we'll be right on tune for Christmas. So thank you very much, Rodney. Oh, where's the we gotta celebrate. It's stuck. It's stuck. I think I need a new Nerf gun, guys. It's not rotating. So, yeah. Oh, there's Gilly Dog. Camouflage dog. Not knowing what to do. So, yeah. Fun times. OG tank. I already have a tactical shotgun. I kind of want it because it's still like, it looks kind of like an Ultima, like an A300 Ultima, so it doesn't have the pistol grip. It's just got the regular stock on it, but it's wood furniture. I don't know, there's just something about it that looked really pretty. So that's why we did that. Thank you, Tools USA. Thank you for that donation towards the 1911. I appreciate that. Later, Brighton. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it, buddy. So yeah, I'm excited. We're doing that giveaway in just a couple weeks. I guess it'll be 3 weeks. No. The 23rd will be whatever. Like 3 weeks. 3 weeks from this Sunday. Ronnie, so one of my buddies, Ammo Alchemist, he has an A300 and he loves his A300. You know, he would love to go with the 13, but he said that if you do not have the budget for a 1300, then the A300 is definitely the way to go. 23 is 19 more days. Yes, math. Thank you, Jody, for keeping my head on track. Yes, Christopher Lewis. Here, I'll show you. So here on the channel, I promised everybody that when I hit 10,000 subscribers, we would do a giveaway. This is what we're giving away. We are giving away this PSA dagger with a custom slide from Stifler Manufacturing. It's got a custom performance trigger from Delta Team Tactical, and then it's got that super cool, not gay at all, flip up red dot sight from Amazon that I installed on it because that's how we roll. And then we've also got the 15-round magazine and a 17-round magazine there. And all you have to do is be subscribed and watch the live stream on the November 23rd when we give it away. If you're that, then you can potentially win it. So, yeah, it's really easy. What's going on, Armory? It's going well. Things have been going well. So I was sick for a week. Like, I didn't do live streams for a while because, do I think a Kel-Tec shotgun is worth it? Do you like cocaine? If you're into cocaine, then the Kel-Tec shotgun's probably the way to go. No, I don't think that Kel-Tec shotguns are bad. I think it just depends on what your budget is and what you want. Kel-Tec makes some pretty cool guns. There's a reason they have, like, there's this kind of this joke that, you know, they run on cocaine and autism, so they that's what they do. Actually, one of my buddies, one of the guys that, you know, he sends me messages pretty regularly on my phone. He just bought his first tactical shotgun. Was a Maverick 88, and I think he got it for like 250 cheeseburgers. So, yeah. So there's lots of options that are out there. You can get really good deals on different types of shotguns, different types of pistols. I think PSA right now has a deal on a complete dagger for like 270 cheeseburgers. So you might want to check that out if you're in the market. June, you have Glock 43. So I don't own a Glock 43. I own a PSA Dagger Micro, which is like a 43X. And that's what I carry almost exclusively, like my EDC. I used to carry my 19 clone. And I might, now that it's winter again, I might start carrying it again. But during the summer, when I'm, you know, biking and exercising, going to the gym and stuff, I usually carry the 43X clone. I carry the micro dagger just because it's a little bit more compact. Cool. Peter North, the porn star, is in the chat, and he says he has the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. That's a great gun, Peter North. Thank you. Jody may own 1 or 5 Glock 43. Yoko, yeah, I carry. The only other handgun I have besides the PSAs is the Anaconda. I do have a Smith & Wesson, an old Smith & Wesson. I can't even remember what model it is. It's like an old cop Smith & Wesson semi-auto, but I gave it to my mom up in Idaho. So, yeah, I carry a PSA Dagger all the time.
I found a freaking shiny alpha Pidgey.
You did? Are you very happy?
No.
Why not?
I hate them.
I hate them.
I hate birds.
So.
What's the opposite of having autism? Because that's how I feel for Pidgey right now.
It's still autism. It's just angry autism.
Okay, I have angry autism.
It is angry autism right now.
I'm going to get shiny.
Radio Seuss, hey, how's it going, guys? I am holding. So we're gonna give away a hatchet. Yoko, if you win on November 23rd, I will sign this hatchet and send it to you. Okay. If anybody else wins, I'm just gonna order you a hatchet and send it to you from Amazon. No, radio's not gonna do that. Let's not bully radio into donating money. Everybody like. What is going on? My wife and my daughter are chatting about finding her a boyfriend. Oh my goodness. Oh. No, I don't have a 1911 yet, Corey. I've got a 1911 on layaway. I've paid about $300 towards it, so we need about $700 more to pay for it. I'm giving away a PSA Dagger. Here, I'll show you guys again. Please remember, if you haven't already, please remember to like the stream and subscribe, especially if you want a chance to win our giveaway pistol. So this again, guys, this is the giveaway pistol. If you want a chance to win it, the free way to get entered into the drawing is to just subscribe. Subscribe and show up to the stream on November 23rd, where we're going to do the giveaway. And we're going to give away a lot of things on November 23rd. I want to make sure that I'm clear about that. We're not just giving away a pistol. We're going to give away a hatchet like that. We're going to give away some Baba Yaga hats. We're going to give away some Sneckies. We're going to give away that Smith & Wesson knife. If we don't hit 12,000 subscribers before the giveaway, we're going to give away this spare flip-up optic like what I have on here. We're going to give away some stickers. We've got some stuff from 2A Warehouse. That was Radio that donated that to the channel, so thank you, Don't Call Me Radio, for donating that. Some mugs. Got to give away some We the People giant insulated mugs. We've got lots of stuff that we're going to give away. I want to try to, like I said, you guys have supported me. You've donated. You've liked my videos. You've shared my videos. You've done all kinds of things like that. I want to give back to you guys. I want to make sure that you have some cool, fun, man stuff for Christmas. Like it's about paying it forward. I appreciate what you guys have done for me. I want to give that back to you guys. Maybe I can even get, I'll see what I can do about getting some, maybe I can get like some F-35 stuff, maybe some F-35 coins, or some t-shirts or something. I'll see what I can do, if we can do that. But yeah, I'm really excited for everybody who's been following along on the channel, everybody who's been with me from the beginning. I didn't think that I would be less than a year out and hit 10,000 subscribers. That was the joke. It's like maybe in a year and a half I'll be able to give away a gun, and here we are. It's before it's before Christmas, and I'm hopefully going to be able to give that. I will. That will. One of you, one of you subscribers is going to have that pistol for Christmas. So that is really awesome. I'm excited to be able to send that to somebody as a Christmas present. like, not everybody gets a gun for Christmas. A lot of people do, but not everybody does. And I'm excited to be able to be a part of that. So, yeah, I don't know. I have a Glock 43X clone. I have the PSA Dagger version of it. It's right here. I have the Glock 43X clone. I like it, Yoko. I like it. So no, I love when you guys support the channel. And it totally counts. It totally. I have a separate. Okay, so I have an optic on it. I have I have an Apex tactical trigger on it. I've got a performance trigger bar on it. It's got a comp slide on it, so I would then have to go get like a ramjet for it to get the equivalent in performance. I really like my pistol that I have, guys. So I'm not saying I'll never get one. I'm just saying I have this one, and if anything, I just try to find like a 43X lower, and that's it. Just the lower receiver. That's it. But yes, radio is correct. I do need 700 for the 1911 that we have on layaway right now. Sammy, quit doing that. She got the P365 XL Rose-ish. Oh, the Rose is a cool gun. Yeah, I was gonna say. Plus, with everything going on with Glock, like, I want to see what their new V series looks like. I don't know. I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to really throw money at Glock right now. Just like I wouldn't throw money at SIG. I would maybe buy one if it was, at a pawn shop or something. But I don't know that I would throw money directly at SIG or at Glock right now with everything's going on. I don't blame Glock for what they're doing. They're getting sued by like everybody and their dog on the planet. And so it sucks for them that they have to resort to what they're doing. Didn't you DY12? It is a mid collection. It is a mid collection, Kay. I'm only in my 40s, so I mean, and my channel's only been around for about a year. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the things that you see up here against the wall didn't exist last year in my collection at all. So, William, I have a 2013 Colt 1911 Model 70 Mark IV government, and it's got wood handles and mother of pearl handles. So, Jody, I actually think that is also. I think that's the other part of it. Thank you, Kay. That's the plan. Hopefully, we see you here in the future. So, let's see. Ruger is also now being threatened. Yeah, I saw that Ruger is having some shade thrown their way. Why is everyone mad at Glock? I'm confused. They're the very last company to make it harder for the switches, so why are you mad? No, I'm not mad at Glock. I understand why Glock is doing what they're doing. People are beating. There's like 13 states that are like absolutely tearing the shit out of Glock. And it certainly doesn't help that Gavin Newsom, the I don't hate guns, I won't ban guns, just dangerous ones. The governor totally banned Glocks. Yeah. What's up, Bilky? EQ. Exactly. I tell people all the time. I even tell, like, dude, I won't give money to SIG because I don't know that I trust that there's nothing wrong with their product. There's enough intermittent issues that I think that there's something going on. But there's lots of law enforcement agencies that still use the SIG P320. I'm military. I've shot the M17 many times. Never had any issues with it. I've never had one go off by itself. I'm not saying that it's a bad gun. I'm saying that SIG is a company. I don't know that they have won my trust back. and I don't think they've won a lot of people's trust. So, Muscle, yes, we are giving away a Palmetto Arms Dagger Micro, or Compact. Want to make sure. So, oh, is Orange Smoke? Hey, what's going on, Orange Smoke? Yes, Ardika, I do have a Norinco Type 56. Thank you, Bilky. Never had issues with my CZ. No, that's fair. I don't own a CZ. I need to get a CZ too, because I don't own a CZ. I do have a threaded dagger, and then I have a comped Dagger Micro. I carry the Dagger Micro, and the threaded barrel is on this one down here. But I can swap the slide if I want to just make it fancy and all that. Josh, if you're subscribed, so everybody that's asking about the Dagger Giveaway, if you are subscribed to the channel, you are entered. In order to win, you have to be on the stream on November 23rd. We're doing the giveaway on November 23rd. You have to be present on the stream. Because if I spin it and you win and you don't immediately email me or talk up in the chat, I'm not going to send it to you. Because there are lots of people that want the gun that have been supporters of the channel. There's 11,000 of you at this point. I'm sure half of those are bots, but half of them aren't. And I want to be true to my word. So if you're not on the stream on November 23rd, you can't win. If you happen to be from Europe and sending you a handgun is going to be an issue, we're going to find some kind of compromise, whether it's a shotgun, whether it's like a Nintendo Switch, or a really nice, hand-forged knife. We'll take care of you if you're one of our European followers. But I want to make sure that I do everything legally that's right. So, if you are a subscriber and you're a follower and you like guns and you cannot own a gun and you cannot pass a background check, please be upfront. Please be upfront, because I will send instructions with the gun that if someone can't pass the background check, when they go to pick it up, to have it returned to me, and I will re-give it away. So please. Yes, Arizona is gun friendly. I'm very aware of Arizona. I used to live in Maricopa, Arizona, in the city of Maricopa. What about Canada? Liam, I will have to check on the laws in Canada. I know that handguns are kind of funky. Guns in general are kind of funky in Canada. Like, you can own guns, but only certain guns, only for certain reasons. Like, it gets kind of funky. So we'll figure something out if it comes to Canada. Crow's gonna need it. So let's go back and we'll look at the gun again. It's fun showing it off because it's goofy. It's kind of goofy looking. So this is our giveaway gun. If you want to support the channel, you can donate on YouTube, or you can donate to the Cash App. Anything that you don't donate towards the channel goes towards guns for the channel or giveaway products for the channel. Right now, it's all going towards the Colt 1911. But this pistol here, the PSA Dagger Compact that you see right there, that's the one that we're giving away on November 23rd. You will get an OEM Glock magazine, the one that's right next to it. That's a 15-round flush magazine. You'll also get a Magpul 17-round magazine, this one up here, right there. And then you get the custom trigger from Delta Team Tactical, custom slide from Stifler Manufacturing, and you get the flip-up red dot for easier concealed carry, if that's what you're into. If you want to swap the red dot out, go for it. I won't hurt my feelings, but you get it anyways. And then on that day, that same stream, we're going to be giving away some stickers, some stuff that was sent to us by Radio, who's here in the chat. We're going to be giving away a couple of these mugs. We're going to give away a couple of our tactical sneckies. We're going to give away this Smith & Wesson emergency knife. We're going to give away some Baba Yaga hats. We're going to give away a hatchet like this one. We're going to give away an armorer's tool like this one. And if I can, I'm going to try to get some F-35 challenge coins and maybe some F-35 t-shirts or hats from my fighter squadron that I work with in the reserves. So, oh, thank you, Whacker40. Let's get some W's for Whacker40. There we go. In the chat, it's our second donation. It's going straight towards the Colt 1911. So thank you for that. When, like I said, when you guys donate to the channel, either to the Cash App or here on YouTube, it goes towards guns that you guys have said, hey, we want to see this on your channel, we want to see content with it. We want to do that. And it looks like we're at 56 likes for the stream so far. Really appreciate that. Yep, Camo Dog, she keeps coming in and out. So, yeah, it's really fun. It's really exciting. Hey, and tonight, how does it sound? We've got 90 people watching. We have 57 likes right now. If we can get to 100, oh, my cat's back there. If we get to 100 likes, we'll do a toast. And if we get to 200 likes, we'll do a giveaway tonight. We'll give away either some stickers. Maybe we'll do a multi giveaway. Maybe I'll give away a hat. Let's do that. If we get to 200 likes tonight, I will do a sticker giveaway, and I will do a Baba Yaga Hunter Orange hat giveaway. So let's get to 200 likes. And like I said, if we get to 100, we'll do a toast. We used to do toasts a lot. I had to bump it up to like 150 because I started running out of alcohol. And same message that I'll put out to you guys. We got 100 people watching. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for subscribing. If you want to see me give something away on the channel, if you have something you want me to shoot, if you want to send a specific drink or whatever that you want us to do for toasts, because we like to do toasts on our live streams. If you guys want to see that, please, the address, the P.O. box for the channel is in my profile for the channel. It's also on my X profile and my Facebook profile and my Instagram profile. So by all means, if you want to send something to the channel because you want to see me give it away to someone, or you want to see me shoot it, you want to see me do a review on it, like I love doing that kind of stuff. I've gotten hats, I've gotten some cool things, like Radio sent this. This is something that I'm probably not going to give away, but Radio sent this to the channel. I think it's cool that it's in its own little micro Pelican case. But we've got a bottle cap opener that's a 50 cal round, which is super, super fun. So, yeah. Yeah, when you send things, like I show it off. I try to have fun with everybody. And I love it. It's great. It's great to see the channel growing, and I think when people do things like that, I think they deserve recognition. Green Smoke, he helped me out with some things, and that's, he got me in contact with the folks at Exotic Ammo. That's why we have a flare launcher on the channel. That's why we have flashbang flares and sparkler flares for the channel, which we still haven't done a video on. I can't until I'm no longer under a strike. Exotic Ammo is aware of the situation. I promote them a lot on X. I just can't. I have to be really careful what I do here on YouTube right now, since that's what got me in trouble last time. But yeah, Green Hood, he deserves some credit because he got me in touch with the Exotic Ammo folks, and they've done great, and I feel bad that I haven't been able to do as much for them. So yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate everything that you guys have given to me. We've got Ammo Alchemist sent us some patches that we gave away on the channel. Stifler Manufacturing sent us a couple patches that we did on the channel. He provided and made this Hunter Orange slide just for this giveaway. Like he and I talked about it offline, and he was like, hey, we're going to get you set up with something really cool, really good. Does this work? And I said, whatever your expertise you think will look good with FDE, and it does. It looks kind of goofy, but it also looks good. It's fun. It matches kind of the attitude. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Okay, yeah. They tried to screw us there. They may have a little bit. We had like 90 people in here, now we have 13. So that was awesome. All right. Hooray, thanks YouTube. You're the best. No, I have, this is actually an M45, Mr. Gas Mask. This one's an M45. But that's the only one that I have. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I can probably get us a 419 patch. I can probably get us a 419 patch. Yeah, the real folks stayed. I love it. Yeah, more or less subscriber only mode now. We're back up to 40, so that's good. But yeah, I'll check with my guys. I have a UTA this weekend, so I'll go up and see what I can find as far as some patches or some coins or anything like that. I think that would be fun. You guys know that's the unit that I belong to, and they're a great unit. So we do cool things. We do some cool stuff. Sorry, wait. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. Papa Daddy, what's up, Chitty? Chitty's been busy. I don't see Chitty. I talk with Chitty offline. I don't see him in the streams as much anymore, but that's okay. Hank the Old Farmer, if I donate $1, will you rack the AI? I will rack I'll rack the gun that's over here. You can't see it, but I'll rack it. Do you mean like just offline? Like not on camera? I can do it off camera, yeah. I can absolutely do it off camera. You just can't see it on camera. Can't see it on camera. I love it, Chris. I love it, Chris. So, oh, there it is. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. We'll do this. Ready? Here we go. Let's get some W's for Hank, the Old Farmer. It really is a pretty sound. That really is a very pretty sound. There we go. Some W's for Hank, the Old Farmer. Yep, we do. I try to do fun things. And thank you, Hank. That's going to go towards the, if you didn't hear, any donations that you send in right now to the channel through YouTube or through the Cash App, that all goes directly to the 1911 that I have on layaway. Yep, towards the Colt 1911. Thank you, Suze. Words are hard. Words and breathing are hard sometimes. The Lego, you want the Lego shotty? Maybe I'll give away the, well, if I do a Lego shotgun, okay, if I do a Lego shotgun, I can't give this one away. This one was also, you guys have heard me talk about my stepdad. This was one of the gifts that my stepdad gave to me last year for Christmas. So he and my mom, they said they were going to give me a gun for Christmas. So that's what they got me, was that Lego shotgun. So I can't give that specific one away, but I can definitely, thank you, Chitty. I can probably make a Lego shotgun happen. I can probably find one. Thank you again, Chitty. $5 W's for Mr. Chitty in the chat. $5 super chat goes towards the 1911. We love it. We appreciate the support. Oh, DM sent 100 jewels. We'll see if we can get this thing working again. There we go. There we go. Sometimes it works. No, gas mask. I don't have an 1897. I have a, this is a 4570 and this is a Winchester 120. Oh man, we got lots of that going on right now. Oh shoot. That's why it's not shooting. One of the darts got stuck. Hey, kitty. No. Those are my darts. They're not yours. They're mine. My darts. My cat is trying to eat the darts. Thank you again, DM. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gas Mask. Thank you. No, we do. Dude, I kind of like the way that I've built my collection up. I have the guns that I built that were my guns from the get-go. But then there's a bunch of guns that are here because you guys wanted me to get those guns. So you guys said, hey, it would be really cool if you bought a Colt revolver. So we went with an Anaconda. It'd be really cool if you got a lever action cowboy gun. So we got a lever action cowboy gun. It'd be really cool if you got a tactical shotgun. So we bought a tactical shotgun. It'd be really cool if you got a 1911. So we're buying a Colt 1911. That's how we do things on this channel. You guys support the channel. You guys help donate towards the guns that we buy. You guys watch the videos and help the videos go viral. You help the channel grow. You guys listen to me on Twitter and get really, I guess, radically right and dangerous words, whatever the left says that I do. And so because of that, I want you guys to feel vested. I want you to feel like this channel isn't just a channel that you watch, but it's a channel that you get to participate in. You guys help pick the guns. You guys help pick the optics. You guys help pick the giveaways. Like, it's fun to do that. It's fun to give back. And I can't do a lot, but it's something. If I get to the point where I can give away more, where I can do more, where I can, like, create opportunities to, like, go and shoot guns with you guys, or, you know, bring you, you know, take you fishing in Alaska or something like that. I would love to get to that point. I think we've got a ways to go, but I think we can make it happen. But I'm not gonna be able to do it on my own. I can keep making content, but in the end, like, it's you guys that make it so that that content means something. Doesn't mean anything if I'm just making it and nobody cares. But it's when you guys care and you guys watch it and do everything. Fade Master. What's my favorite AR? Okay, I'm going to be completely honest, Fade. I don't have a specific favorite brand of AR. Probably my favorite kind of AR style rifle that is currently an AR style rifle, it's probably the HK416. The HK416 is, I think, about as peak AR as you can get. Besides that, I would say maybe the ACR, the Remington ACR, not the Diamondback version, but the original Remington ACR. After that, the big difference between the different types of ARs that are out there is it direct impingement, or is it, is it gas, or is it direct impingement? Does it have a piston? Is it piston driven, or is it gas driven? So there's that. And then, what the quality of, like, the barrel and maybe your BCG and your gas block are. Outside of that, like, your handrail, your buffer system, your stock, your lower receiver, a little bit your trigger, but, like, your pins and everything that makes an AR an AR. Like, the majority of it, like, the barrel can be easily swapped, the gas system can be pretty easily swapped. You can customize it. You can start with a very inexpensive AR. You can buy a PSA or a BCA or an Anderson. I mean, my AR is an Aero Precision upper and an Anderson lower receiver. And so, like, that is how, like, that's how you can start, and you can throw better stuff into there. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. That's something that you can do. but ARs in general are... Sorry, I'm really distracted by ATF in the chat. He just said something really jackassery, and that's fine. I think he disappeared. Thank you, whoever took care of ATF. That was stupid. There's always somebody who says they're ATF and they hop in here and they think they're being a smart ass. They think they're being intelligent. They're just being a smart ass. So, oh, he's back. There he is. Saying that you purchased a firearm with the sole intent to give it away for personal profit and or gain. No, ATF, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I built a firearm to give it away to a subscriber that can pass a background check. I'm not giving it directly to them. I am sending it from one FFL to another FFL where that individual can receive it at no cost except for the cost of the transfer fee and have the background check completed. It is not to gain for myself. It is to show appreciation for the wonderful people who have subscribed to this channel. So, hopefully that answers your question. It's not what you wanted it to be because nobody's purchasing anything. We don't sell things on this channel. We are generous on this channel. But yes, ATF is also gay. Yeah. ATF should be a store. That's funny. It's technically legal, but you don't just shoot someone without a whole bunch of legal issues. We'll still, yeah, I think that the Glock, the V series will probably shoot the same. My guess is that they're going to change something about the way that you access the pins or the striker and the safeties. I don't think there's going to be a back plate anymore. That's what I think is going to happen. Johnny Fox, Century Arms does have some good deals on stuff. Century Arms is where you can get like a wasser. You can order a wasser through Century Arms. I think they're the ones that import wassers. Undead Man. No, I don't have an M4 or an M16. Those are military designation rifles. The only way you could legally own one of those is if you purchased it before 1986, and it was you have an NFA stamp for it. I have an AR, but I don't have an M4 or an M16. My favorite weapon is an AR-10. It shoots a 308 King. That is correct, unless it's like mine over here, and it shoots 6.5 Creedmoor. Fuhrer, how did you get the receiver? What receiver are you talking about? Tyler, it is a Henry Golden Boy with an octagon barrel, brass receiver, and it is chambered in 4570, yes. Thank you, Chris. Double tap the screens, yep. If we get to 200, we'll do a giveaway. For the giveaway gun, how did I get the receiver? I purchased the receiver. But I'm not giving away and I'm not selling the receiver. You still have to pass a background check to obtain the firearm. So, getting an M60 belt fed 308, one of these, that would be fun. That would be fun. King, I would probably bring my AR. Just my regular AR, this one, right behind me. If I was in that situation, this is going to be what I'd bring because that's what I have the most ammo for. That's the one I've had the longest, that I'm the most perfect. Well, I take that back. I've had the Model 60 longer. But I've had this one the second longest, but this is the one that I've shot the most. And the platform I've shot the most. I wouldn't mind an Echelon. Echelons are pretty cool. Echelons are pretty cool, Whacker. State Trooper. If he is a law enforcement officer, I'm just going based on what you say. If he's a law enforcement officer, then maybe. You can have something that says it's an M4, but if it has full select fire, unless he has an FFL and he built it for some specific purposes, it wasn't made after 1987. And unless he's a law enforcement officer that has been, like, bequeathed, is the best way that I can put it. I don't exactly know how cops do it. I know some cops have firearms at their home that they've been issued, that they have responsibility for. So unless it's that type of situation, it's not a privately owned M4 that was made after 1987. and he definitely has a permit for it. Somebody has a permit for that weapon. A trust has it, or he has it, or a business has the permit for it. But there's a permit for a firearm that's full auto, if it's in private ownership. Yeah, so over here. So this, Christopher, this is an Orinco Type 56. No, I'm not a state trooper. Seuss is talking to the other guy. Yeah, double tap your phone to make sure that YouTube isn't messing with it. Hey, Fade, it makes sense. I mean, they're getting, they're trying to go after them, and Glock, instead of caving completely, they say, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll take care of it," and just change the way that their back plates work, so that Glock switches won't work on them as well anymore. But it'll still work on like a Palmetto Dagger. So, and FRT is not the same as full auto. Now it's a good simulation. It's a good way to experience what full auto is like. But you still have to you still kind of have to pull the firearm forward. So the way that when you shoot with full auto firearm, you've got it tucked in, and when you dial it in, you're kind of holding it in harder to your body, and you're holding it down and things like that. If you're shooting an FRT, you got to kind of pull it away from your body and down, but also back in towards your body. It's really funky. It's not the same as regular full auto. But yes, it's a good experience. If you want to know what it's like to shoot full auto, and you want to not have to deal with paperwork, anything like that, go buy an FRT and install it. It's a great, great way to do it. Yes, Fade, these are very deadly Nerf guns that are on the wall. So, MP7 is a very cool submachine gun. My personal favorite PDW is the P90. I would love to have a pre-87 P90. They're very, very rare, but they do exist, and it would be really, really cool to have one, I think. Oh, cool. Rodney, I didn't know you had a rare breed FRT. Thank you, King. Please make sure to stay tuned so that you know what time on November 23rd we're doing our pistol giveaway. It'll be a fun night when we do that. We're going to give away a lot of things. Yeah, Saj. Yeah, this is definitely the right place for that. If you are suffering from being a homosexual and you want to overcome it, I don't really know how to help you with that, but I can tell you what kind of guns you should buy for the first time and things like that. But King, if you win, if you show up and you take part and you win, we're going to be giving away some cups, some of these big cups that I have, these hats, the snake that's on the ground. I'm going to be giving away some of these. We're going to give away some challenge coins for the F-35, for the snakes, which is the fighter squadron that I'm a part of with the reserves, armor's wrench, a hatchet. I'm going to try to get a really nice, Damascus style forged knife. So there's still going to be some things that hopefully we can get your way. If I can't do anything like that, I'll see if I can get you a Nintendo Switch or a micro gaming retro PC, something like that. The problem is the lower receiver. The problem is the lower receiver, King. So you have to be able to pass a background check in order to get that lower receiver. Murphy, thank you. Appreciate it, bud. Anthony Murphy's good people. He's here in Utah. It doesn't. You know what it doesn't let you do? It doesn't let you put likes when somebody becomes a member. That kind of sucks. So, yeah. If you guys want to do a giveaway, remember, if we get to 200 likes on the stream tonight, we'll do a hat giveaway and a sticker giveaway. So, oh, cool, King. That's cool. Thank you for your service, bud. I have some buddies. I was in Qatar last year, and I met some really cool drone pilots that do really cool stuff there in Qatar. They're from the UK. In fact, this certificate that I have here, the signature that's on it is one of the flight wing commanders, the watch officers from the UK military. He's a pilot guy. Good guy, really good guy. Dale, wherever you are, love you, bud. 44 carbines here, yeah, right. I need to get a 3D printer. That would be fun. If I had a 3D printer, that would create some legal things, but it would definitely be easier to do giveaways. I might do if people want a signature, I'll put my signature on it. But I would think that if you're going to go shoot it and do things like that, the signature would eventually wear off. So I'd rather just like I'll sign something. I'll sign like I'll print one of these on some cardboard, poster board, and I'll sign that and send it to you. John Jacob, it's not really new. The channel's been around for like almost a year now. I've been doing it. So, why are you in favor of guns? Haven't enough kids lost their lives in schools? Ooh, Lovell. No, I wasn't ignoring the question. I just didn't see it. Okay, so Lovell says, why am I for guns? Haven't there been enough lives? Can you tell me, Lovell, by the FBI statistics, okay, how many school shootings have there been since 2000? Since the year 2000, Lovell. How many school shootings have there been since the year 2000? I'll wait. You opened the door. You said I was ignoring your question and that I'm a coward. I'll wait. How many school shootings, according to the FBI? You can Google it. I'll wait. And let's see if you do it or if you just throw something down. Let's see if you get the correct answer or if you get the Everytown, Newtown, GabrielleGiffords.org answer. Because according to the FBI, it's very different than what K-12 school shooting, Everytown USA, Newtown Action Alliance, and Giffords.org say. They're going to say something very different than what the FBI, who's, the law and law enforcement agency, what they say. So I'm waiting. Libel. That's not what I asked. I didn't ask how many deaths in 20 years. I asked how many shootings. You said school shootings. So how many of them happened? Oh, there's a couple of us that talk to the screen too, John. There's a couple of us that do. Arms Room is a good guy. A lot of guys are a little hesitant to show their faces because different companies are really weird about social media, and so they might I don't use my name. I don't say who I work for or where I work. I do that to have some anonymity, so I don't mind showing my face. But there are some places that have HR organizations that scroll social media looking for things so they can get rid of you. Okay, so Lovell, since you didn't do what I asked, I'm going to go ahead and answer the question. So there were 58 total shootings at schools that were considered mass shootings, where there were 2 or more casualties. Of those 58 schools, John, only a few have. I don't have a huge. I've only got 11,000 subscribers. I don't have a huge following. So of those 58 shootings that the FBI recognizes, more than half of them are gang-related. Do you understand what gang-related is? When they say it's gang-related, that upon investigation what they found is the shooting that took place was not a random occurrence. It wasn't someone who wanted to make a political statement. Wasn't anything more than there was a targeted member or there was gang-related activity where gang members were involved and they were going after either another gang member or someone who didn't meet gang-related requirements. So that puts us down to 29. Of the 300 deaths that you mentioned, only 150 of them are non-gang related. So now is 150 a lot? You tell me. Is 150 a lot? Because there were more stabbings last year in the UK than 150. There were 262 stabbings last year in the United Kingdom. And you guys have all kinds of gun control and knife control, but there were still 262 stabbings. There were 10 people that were stabbed 2 days ago in the UK. So, Anthony, last year it was 262. Last year it was 262. State Trooper, a 10mm MP5 would be sick. I don't think it's actually MP5. I think it's like a modified UMP. A modified UMP. Comanche, I love it. Duck, if you are subscribed, you are entered. In order to win, you have to be on the stream on November 23rd. So. 300 deaths. Hey, Lubble, is 300 a lot? I just want to know, just answer the question, is 300 a lot? Is 300 out of 370 million a lot? $300 is a lot of deaths. Is 65,000 deaths a lot of deaths? What's more, 300 deaths or 65,000 deaths? I'm just wondering. Any death count is too many? Okay, so you agree then that the 65,000 people that died in the UK from tripping is one too many, correct? Because that's how many people died last year from trips and falls in the United Kingdom. Which, might I add, is 18,000 more than died in the United States. Plus you have a population size that's 6 times smaller than ours, and population density, which is higher, and which means that you should have faster response times from emergency services with your socialized medicine and socialized police work. So you tell me, how come it's unacceptable that a country who said F you to the United Kingdom and their gun laws and their restrictions, and we've managed to go 250 years, have less deaths total from gun violence, as you're referring to, than you have had in 1 year in trips and falls. I'll keep my guns. You can keep your shitty attitude. Why don't you go defend the dudes a little more that did the stabbing and blame it on the victims? So, yeah, I was going to say, nobody wants to talk about the defensive lives, or the lives that have been saved through defensive use of firearms. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that if you get sick in the UK or in Canada, depending on your age and what you get sick with, rather than help you, the solution is to euthanize you. Nobody talks about the fact that we have population densities that are completely different than the United Kingdom. We have crime in areas that are very localized and related to some very specific factors. But if I say those things on YouTube, I'm going to get shut down. You can say that it's BS, but I mean, you just went after me for 300 deaths. We've had firearms for 200 years. In the last 250 years, all right, there have been, I believe, the total number of deaths from school shootings, as you've described, is less than 500. It's less than 500. So, in the 250 years that we've been a nation, we've had less than 500 deaths while maintaining private firearm ownership. And like, you guys haven't been allowed to own firearms since 1997, or at least handguns since 1997. And yet you still have issues like you guys go to jail, you guys have more rape than we do per capita. So we got to make sure that we use per capita, because it's not fair to say that we have less, because we have more, because we have 6 times your population. But yeah. That's great, Lovell. Guess what I can say? I can say, here's what I can say. I can say, fuck the Democrats. And I can say, fuck radical Islam. And I can say, get a fucking job. Let's see, what else can I say? I can say, fuck King George. You can't do any of those things, though, because if you do, you go to prison. Yeah. It's pretty fun the way that freedom works. So, yeah, the reason I can do all that is because we have guns. Because if the government tried to say, you can't say X, Y, and Z, we'd say, you don't get to be the government anymore. That's why you don't have guns, bud. It's not about saving lives. It's about controlling you as a society. But you can tell me that I'm terrible because 500 people out of 370 million died. It's horrific, but it's a sacrifice that we're all willing to make. Man. But, hey, Burger Destroyer, welcome to the channel. I'm glad that you're having a good time. Anyways. Yeah, you got to be careful with what you say about Israel. I mean, I for one am not anti-Israel. I know that a lot of people are. It's up in the air, and there's some division and factions within lots of different groups. But my role in the military, I'll never be anti-Israel, because I've met some of them, and I know some of the stuff that they have to deal with and that I have to deal with. So I'm grateful for what they do. I know who you're talking about, Radio. I just don't remember who it is. But I know I've seen it a couple times. Any boogers on the wall? No boogers on the wall. Patches, hatchets, armor's wrenches, some Nerf guns, gas masks. Yes, I am defending that children sometimes die from guns. Yes, I am defending that. I am defending it. Lovell, I will defend it. I have children. And it would be horrific if something happened to them. I'm not going to give up my guns. And neither will any true patriot who understands the meaning behind the Second Amendment. So, yeah, he's not helping the channel. I mean, you guys don't have to get rid of him. He's just obnoxious. No, Rodney, I 100% agree. Here in Utah, you can. You can enter school if you have... Riff Raff, did that CIA chick win? Did she beat the black lady? The CIA chick that was like totally supporting the attorney general candidate, who was like, yes, Republicans should be shot in the head and so should their children, because that's the only way to get them to consider making a change on their political stances. Spanberger won. Wow. Virginia's next. Colorado was the most recent one. Virginia's next. Sorry, Virginia. That sucks. Burger Destroyer. Sometimes when I'm up in Idaho, when we do like family reunions and stuff. Oh, man. John Pork. Hello, John Pork. How's it going? Clyde, what's going on? Oh, Colorado just passed gun control measures that are worse than what California has. You can go check out Spartan Defense Armory, Big Timber Lodge, and the Second Syndicate. All three of them are based in Colorado. They're friends of mine. If you want to know, if you're from Colorado and you're not familiar with what's going on, Colorado is getting ready to pass some of the most sweeping, horrible gun control laws that exist. Like, you can't have removable magazines, semi-automatic pistols, can no longer be purchased directly over the counter, can't buy ammo directly over the counter. You have to pay like 4 different licensing fees. You have to take a victim advocacy class, all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Thoughts on the P80? I think the P80 is a cool platform. I mean, it's a Glock clone, so you know it's a solid way to get into the Glock world without spending lots of money on an OEM low receiver. Hank, the old farmer. I'm in the military. My dad was in the military. My grandfather was in the military, and my great grandfather was in the military. So I am a 4th generation military service member. My grandfather was in the Korean War, and my great grandfather was a mechanic on B-29s in World War II. I like it, Stifler. I like it. You built 2 P80s? P80s are fun, man. There are lots of people that are, hey, what's up, Just 10? Love you, buddy. Yeah, it's weird. Like, there's stuff that happens here in Utah. That's why you guys that have been following me, that have been part of the channel for a long time, you guys know how important I say it is to be involved in politics, not in just your state, but across the nation. Be vocal. Go online. Share your thoughts. Share your opinions. Share your experiences. The reason that is such a big deal is because what affects one state slowly, or not even slowly anymore, because of social media and things like that, it quickly spreads to other states. And like what's happened in California has started making its, I mean, it's in New Mexico, it's in Oregon and Washington, it's starting to get into Nevada and in Arizona, it's in Colorado, it's in Illinois, it's in New York and in New Jersey, it's coming to Virginia now. Like, these socialist ideas are all part of the Communist Manifesto playbook, and disarming the people, creating disillusionment between patriotism and love of the state. All right, and I'm assuming most of you understand what I mean by love of the state, like dependency and basically worship of the state and the government. That is the goal of Communist Manifesto. They start in schools. They start with policies. They create division among races and different socioeconomic statuses. Like, it's all part of the plan. I used to think Jesse Kelly, he's a commenter. I used to think he was a little bit extreme in some of the things they say. No, I think he's dead on now. I am almost certain he's dead on. Clyde, probably not. Honestly, our current administration, while they're not anti-2A, Pam Bondi is not a friend of the Second Amendment. Yes, 5280, he is. He's a pretty horrific dude. No, Stifler, you're 100% right. Like, I've had people, like, when people have talked about, like, Islam and things like that, sometimes I'll defend things that people claim for Islam. I'm like, that's not correct. And I say, how do you know? I was like, because I've read the Quran. I've read it in English. I've read a translation of it. You can read it online. I also have a copy of it in paperback. But I don't show that one off. They're actually pretty valuable. I got it when I was overseas. But it's super important that you understand. Like when people say, well, the Jews believe this. Like when I say that I support Israel, like, they spit. I was like, was like, that's not entirely correct. There are statements that are in apocryphal scripture, just like there are statements in apocryphal Christianity that people go, whoa, that's a little bit crazy there. All right. So in all things, especially when you get into religion, because in the end, like ultimately, politics and the core values that we have, they're all based in some sort of religious, like cornerstone. You have to understand what it is that people believe. I listen to the radio. I listen to NPR and I listen to conservative radio. I listen to NPR because I want to know what the left believes, and I listen to conservative radio because I also need to get the taste out of my mouth every once in a while. Yeah, Rodney's right. Like there's people that work for the ATF that hate what the ATF has become, and I think they generally want to change the ATF to what it's supposed to be, to help investigate the abuse of firearms, to help investigate like the threat of people using tobacco and alcohol as a form of fiat currency to commit crimes and things like that. Like those people are good people. I think that there is some potential with individuals like Brandon Herrera running for Congress, potentially positioning himself where he could get into a position of power, where he could head something like the ATF or whatever. I think that would be good. I think that Kash Patel had the chance to do the right thing, and then they didn't. I don't think anything good with the ATF and the FBI and the NFA in general is going to happen as long as Pam Bondi is in her role as the Attorney General. It's just not going to happen, guys. Hey, we're at 97. I love it. We're at 97. Three more likes, and we'll do a toast. However, I'm giving you guys a heads up. At 8:30, I'm gonna call it. At 8:30, well, it'll have been almost 2 hours by 8:30. My kids got to go to bed. I need to try to go to bed at a decent time. I still haven't done my push-up video. Still got to do day 170 of push-ups. So maybe Seuss, I don't know. Yeah, just things get a little funky when you start getting into translation, and when people only know what they know from hearsay or what they know from stereotypes. Stereotypes exist for a reason. I actually don't think stereotypes are bad, for the most part. They give a general stereotypical idea of the reality of things. But stereotypes can be bad. It doesn't mean they are bad. Yes, I agree. We need term limits. We definitely need term limits. Wait, who's looking to buy what? I haven't heard about. I'm sure it's something ridiculous, Anthony. Fade, are you in the military, or are you a government employee? Or are you a GS employee? Or like an NH? Shattered iron. Okay, so I'm in the reserves. I have a lot of buddies that are full-time reservists that are AGRs. I then have a bunch of active duty buddies. Are you not getting paid right now? Have you not been getting your full paycheck? Because my understanding was that as of October 14th, private donors had, and funding that was being used for research and development have been reallocated for LESs and pay. Is that not happening? because the ballroom is being paid by private donors and out of Trump's pocket. It's not paid with tax dollars. Okay, so Casual's wife got paid. I knew your wife was active. I know I got an LES recently. So that's why I'm interested to hear what's going on with Fade, why he's not getting paid. Okay, so you're National Guard. What's up, Blythe? You're a guard, Bubba. I'm a reservist, so I get it. I was guard for a long time, and then I moved over to the reserves, which is mostly the same, but not exactly. Thank you, Samuel. They're amazing. I have a couple different caliber airsoft guns. Yeah. Well, Casual, depending on the state that he's in, they may have put people on furlough. They may have put like AGRs or personnel like that were on orders for, say, 6-month orders. They may have put those people on furlough because the state hasn't received National Guard funding, which would be correct. So there are some states that when because I was in the Guard at one time and I was on a 1-year set of orders in the 2000 and I want to say it was like the 2012, like the 2012 shutdown that happened, and they pulled my orders, and then I never got back on orders. They pulled it. So. Yeah, so depending on the state, depending on what's going on, the biggest thing with that, the thing that will open up the government and allow people to go back on orders and to get military pay if they were on orders that's being funded federally or whatever, or through the National Guard Bureau, the biggest thing is the Democrats need to vote. They need to vote yes to open up the government. They're not voting yes because they want to reinstitute the emergency tax cuts for the Affordable Care Act that were put into place during COVID that were always supposed to have limitations that end at the end of the 25 fiscal year, which was October 1st, which is why they're holding out. Because the Affordable Care Act is a tax and it's unaffordable for people that actually pay for their own insurance and make money, and it's only affordable for people that don't have insurance and get subsidized insurance. That's why they're trying to bring it back. So they're trying to create tax cuts for people like me who are going to get taxed more so that it covers the cost of the Affordable Care Act. Because if they don't get it passed, then it gives us an opportunity to repeal the Affordable Care Act, and we can go back to actually having like competitive insurance and competitive insurance costs, or say a 26-year-old who's healthy and goes to work and eats healthy food and is under the age of 30 and goes to and exercises, or maybe they don't want to have, a male doesn't want to pay for reproductive care. Right now, everybody has to pay for the same stuff. Maybe he just wants to cover preventive medicine and like cancer stuff, emergency cancer stuff. Maybe that's what that guy only wants to pay for. Insurance used to be like that. You used to have options with how you bought your insurance, what kinds of coverage you had. Not everybody wanted, kind of like car insurance, where you had like full coverage or comprehensive or something in between. That's what medical insurance used to be like. But when Affordable Care Act passed, it changed it, and everybody had to pay for everything. No matter what, it became law. You didn't have a choice. And if you couldn't afford it, then you could buy it from like one of the Affordable Care Act government things and have it subsidized by someone else. Oh, the reserves? I like the reserves, man. I like the reserves. I don't know why I just sat down at my desk. I was thinking about something. So, hey, we broke 100. All right, let's do a shot. Okay, let's see. What are we going to do? Let's do... Let's do some tequila. All right. Hey, we broke 100. I said I was going to do a toast. We broke 100. Oof. I don't have a lot left. That's all I'm going to do tonight. I don't have any Jack Daniels. I'm actually almost out of like toasting type booze. This is my tequila. I've got a little bit of vodka left. I don't have hardly any bourbon. I still have lots of rum. So probably if we do another live stream later this week, we get to 100, we'll do rum. But you guys, if you guys want to send me something, I'll go buy more once I'm out. But if you guys have like a favorite liquor or something that you want me to try out, send it my way, man. Okay, so let's do our toast, friends. Rum is not fun. It does not taste good. Yeah, I know. That I've already told you. I only do one. Yeah. I would be happy if somebody wanted to send me scotch. You know what I would really love? Somebody from the South, send me some of that, because like we don't get it here in Utah, because Utah, and they don't sell it up on the base, is like some actual moonshine. Like some of the southern moonshine. That would be awesome. If somebody wants to send me some moonshine. Yeah, if you are in Virginia, so let's do 5280. Well, we got to 100 likes, so I do a toast. So let's go ahead and do. So the first thing I want to make sure that we do. Obviously, we always toast to our brothers and sisters in arms, who are keeping us safe, our first responders, the people that have lost their lives this year, either to self-harm, to mental health. We always toast to them. Secondly, we're going to toast to the families and the victims from the train stabbing that happened in, I think it was Chaddington. I can't remember what the name of the city was. In the UK, that happened on Sunday night, because that was horrific. We want to make sure that we support them, even though they got crazy jacked up gun laws and knife laws and all kinds of stuff, and First Amendment freedom of speech laws. The fact that they had a couple crazy people go on a train and just start randomly attacking civilians, like, that's horrific. We don't want to see that happen to anybody. We'll remember the people in Sudan right now that are getting slaughtered. That's pretty horrific. We need the U.S. to probably get involved in that, go fix things. And then, of course, to all of you. To the lucky winner, whoever it's going to be, of the PSA Dagger that we're giving away. And, yeah, thank you guys for getting us to this point. Let's keep going. Let's keep growing. And into our great nation. That even though it's got some weird, bad shit happening, I'd still rather be here than anywhere else in the world. Salute, my friends. Oh, woo! Tequila. Bullets and Base, welcome. Hey, you got here just in time for our toast. Oh, go for it, Smoke. I'll send you, if you want to DoorDash me some JD, send me a message. I'll shoot you my, well, you have my address. Go ahead, go for it. Yeah, the plane, oh, I forgot the plane crash. That was weird. I've got a buddy on, obviously I'm I work with fighter pilots and stuff. A lot of them are private pilots. My dad's a private pilot. So it'll be interesting to see what happened there. That was weird. An MD-11 is not a big aircraft. It's actually a little bit smaller. It's kind of like a DC-10, but it's a little different. But it's similar to a DC-10. Similar style to a DC-10. So. Yeah, MD-11. Any 3-engine aircraft is going to be not the most pleasant aircraft to fly. Purple, best gun for beginner seeking home defense. Purple, when you say you're a beginner, do you mean like beginner gun owner or beginner shooter? Both. So I am hesitant. Some people won't say this, but I'm hesitant to tell you what the best beginner firearm is, because what I would rather you do is find a local gun range and go tell them that you're a beginner and do it a couple times and go get some experience. I like handguns. I like ARs. I like shotguns. But I wouldn't tell you to buy, a 12 gauge shotgun or an AR-15 as your very first gun. I would say go familiarize yourself with the basic rules of firearm ownership and best practices at a gun range. And I promise you, they're going to take care of you. A good gun range will be very understanding. They'll be very professional. Do you mind sharing what state or city you're in? Purple? All right, you guys, who lives near Austin? How many of my viewers live near Austin? Does Lama live near Austin? All right, somebody who lives near Austin, where is a gun range, either an indoor or outdoor gun range, that Purple can go to as a brand new person, as a beginner to firearms, not being an owner and wanting to get into it? Where can he go where someone will take care of him, show him the good basics, and then help guide him in the right direction to get started? Christopher, where can Purple go? What's a good gun range in Austin or around Austin where he can go? Well, they'll point him in the right direction. They'll get him set up. You can tell him you can tell them that he's new and that they'll teach him the good fundamentals and get started. Dr. Strange, what's going on? I want to make sure we help our buddy Purple out. Georgetown? Purple, are you near Georgetown? Mia, are you going to bed? Okay, I'm going to get off my stream here in like 5 minutes. Yeah, Purple. That's the way to do it. Go hook up with your buddy. Go check out a nearby gun range. Hey, how are you? Oh, did she do your hair?
No, she's just braiding it so it'll be crimping. But look, I'm doing the new update because I saw Mom's phone, and it's like, because she has the newer phone, it just like automatically updates. So she didn't know that she had it until like she actually looked. But like, you can change the background of your messages.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's fancy.
And then Riley got it. And I'm like, is it like a different app or something that you guys are using?
I'll have to look at it. So.
And now like messages.
Ordinance, no, we're doing it on November 23rd, bud.
But like now, when you press like info on messages and stuff, like all that, like it's a lot more like organized and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, guys. No, Purple, I want to make sure that you get taken care of right. Ordinance, aren't you in Texas? Are you anywhere near Austin? Everybody go check out Ordinance. FV Ordinance is another YouTube gun guy. He does some good stuff. I thought you were in Texas, bud. What's up, Tactical Meat? So yeah, Purple, it sounds like you've got some really good options in front of you. Since you're a brand new shooter, I don't know why I thought you were in Texas, Ordinance. I feel like I also knew that you were in Wisconsin. It's been a while since I've seen you, bud. I've been following your videos and stuff, but it's been a while since I've seen you in a stream. Purple, definitely go check out, go to a couple places. Go to one of the places that somebody suggested, get with your buddy, talk with somebody. Like, go get a little bit of instruction, either from a friend or from a range that is familiar with best practices. Because I don't want to say, just go buy this handgun, or go buy an AR, or go buy a shotgun. I have my feelings on it, but with you not having as much experience, with you being brand new, I wouldn't ever make that recommendation until I see what your comfort level is with different types of platforms. And that's just me. Some people will tell you different, but I want you to do it right, and I want you to do it safe, because that's something that I firmly believe in. Any best holster? So I'm a fat dude, so I like Fat Tac, but I also like Mission First Tactical, and I like CYA. B1 Tactical makes some pretty good holsters, so you can check some of those out. Strange with the hard stuff. We do have state liquor stores to DoorDash from, yes. I think you can DoorDash from state liquor stores. You can also just send alcohol in the mail, you guys. So anyways, we're about 5 minutes over what I said my threshold was. Sounds like my wife is going to bed. I still need to go film a push-up video. Because it's Utah and Mormons, Seuss. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everybody that donated tonight. All our new subscribers. I really look forward to November 23rd when we do our giveaway. Let's keep getting hyped up. I'm going to put out more videos. I need to take it to the range and get it sighted in, or at least kind of get a feel for how it holds zero, so that when you get it, you can make whatever adjustments you need to for your shooting style, whoever happens to win. Yes, Dr. Strange, we're giving away a pistol on November 23rd. We're giving away a custom PSA dagger. I'll show you guys one last time. That'll be our goodbye thing. Here, we'll look at the guns. Here we go. There's the collection. There's the camouflage dog. But there's our giveaway pistol. Here's our information. If you guys want to send anything to the channel, please feel free to email me, belowaverageutahdad@gmail.com. I can send you my P.O. box. You can also find that in my profile on the splash page for the channel. And then, like I said, we're giving away this pistol right here, this customized pistol, on November 23rd. Super exciting. Along with some other stuff, we're going to be giving away a hatchet and some Baba Yaga hats and some mugs and some snakes and some stickers. And if we don't get to 12,000 subscribers before the 23rd, then we'll give away this optic, this spare optic. So, love you guys. Really appreciate you turning in. Really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram and Facebook and X and all those other platforms. Let's keep growing this family. Let's keep growing our mission to make gun ownership normal and cost effective, Not necessarily easy because we don't want it to be super easy, but it should be accessible to anybody that wants to learn it, and it shouldn't be taboo. So, love you guys. Have a great day. Stay zesty. Stay sexy. Always carry every day, and always carry with around in the chamber. Until next time.